Like I mentioned, we'll be having a great moment today on the show, and we'll be discussing how to balance one's relationship with your career. And of course, doing justice to this, you have to bring someone who has been there, who has seen it all, okay? So we have an incredible personality joining us to do justice to the topic. Yeah, this person is really one person that needs no introduction. Amazing personality, phenomenal, who has been doing a whole lot in the movie industry for over 2 decades and is still super relevant. Okay, and she is not just an actress, she's a costumier, a fashion designer, a gospel artist. She is also an entrepreneur. You can go on and on. A graduate of English from the University of Lagos. She hails from Enugu State, Nigeria. She is beautiful. She's intelligent. She is super down to earth, and her husband is also a filmmaker. Do you have an idea who our record breaker is? Come on, guys. We have none other than the incredible, the gorgeous, the magnificent Ngozi Orji with us on Achiever's Diary with Neetah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're looking so amazing. Like I mentioned, you're gorgeous, ever gorgeous.
Thank
ever
you.
Gorgeous.
And you too. You look good.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Wow, how does it feel to be here?
Yeah, it feels good. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for honoring the invitation.
Thanks for the invite.
Oh, we really appreciate you, knowing that you're very busy and you had to take out time to just share. It means a lot to us. Thank
You're welcome.
you.
I'm glad
Okay,
to
I'm
hear.
going to talk about your hair. How long have you had it? The dreads?
Oh, the hair. I've had this hair for more than 10 years. Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's about 11 years now.
What's the best way to keep dreads? I've never kept one. I've done artificials though.
Well, for some people they find it very boring having one, the same hairstyle all the time.
Okay.
Actually, it took me quite a long time to decide to keep this dread because each time I wanted to turn my hair to dread, because I love to change hairstyles, a lot. I carry just one hair a week, but when I made up my mind to do that, I just said, okay, fine. It has saved me a lot of money,
Wow.
It's not that anyway cheap to maintain, it's expensive, quite all right, but not as expensive as buying all these your so-called hair, different kind of hair that women buy, so yeah. It takes a lot of time. It's a lot of effort to actually keep it neat,
Yes,
so some people, so you really know you need to really know how to keep it,
Yes,
for
and
you
it's so
to.
attractive. I'm even really, really attracted to the hair. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful.
Sometimes people meet me and they're like,
it really nice. I see you on different pictures. You
yeah,
style them really nice.
Well, that's the only way to go about, because if not, you'll just be carrying the same
The same
hairstyle,
Beautiful.
So you have to explore the, other ways, styles to pack, so that you look different each time you come out. Yeah.
Okay. Being an artist, to me, really, I would say, oh, okay, when you say the dreads, oh, she's singing reggae. But you're not singing reggae.
No, I'm not.
You're more of a worshiper.
I'm not.
Your songs are very soulful.
Yeah. Yeah, I just love this natural look, I just wanted to have a natural look.
Okay.
Because dread is natural. This is my hair. There's no artificial. There's nothing. I didn't, it's my hair. I started growing the hair right from when I had to cut my permed hair to start, very, 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 very,
Like the virgin hair.
Yes.
Wow.
So, and I agreed to this. It would have been longer than this, I usually
You
trim.
trim?
Yeah, because I don't want it too long.
Okay, you
so
want
usually,
some parts to be longer than the other.
I usually trim. If not, I would have been like
You've had me
down to my
rolling.
waist.
Wow.
So I just want to keep it simple.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't do reggae like you said.
Yeah.
I do gospel,
Okay.
but I just like the natural look, and I think dread gives me that.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, let's go back down memory lane. Growing up. Tell us about your growing up. I understand you grew up with your grandma.
Yeah, actually, if I would say so, my growing up was let me first start from, I come from an average Christian family of 6.
Okay.
We're 6 in number, even though one is late now, so we're 5. Though growing up was fun, but not so smooth, because I have a father who is a strict disciplinarian. My father is one man that believes that you have to know your roots, have to know where you come from. You need to be able to speak your dialect. So at a very young age, I was sent home
Okay.
to the village to, according to him, to know my roots,
To
know
learn
how
the
to learn the
culture.
culture, And I think doing that, actually has helped to shape me to the kind of person that I am today.
Okay.
Even at that time, I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't like it. I felt probably that my dad hated me. Why would I be sent home? Out of all the children, I should be the one to go home. But it actually helped me a lot, to get to learn a lot of things about my culture, where I come from. I'm from the eastern part.
Yes.
I remember then I used to join my grandmother to the farm.
To the farm.
Yeah, we trek very long distance,
Wow.
to
What
get
an
to the
experience.
farmland, And funny enough, these women, they don't ever get tired. You get there, you start, working, and she'll teach me how to do this, how to hold the hoe, how to,
Okay.
do all that, cut the grass, then you use hand to weed.
Wow.
Yeah, so I learned all that from her. Most times we're coming back, she will get some firewood, tie it, put it on my head,
And you have
and
to
I'll just
carry
carry
that
it.
distance.
Yes.
Wow.
You trek so many kilometers back home, but I did all that. It actually kind of helped me to remain humble, that, it taught me quite a lot, and I don't take that for granted.
Awesome.
Then I didn't enjoy it, but right now as an adult, I'm very happy and I'm glad I went through that process.
Okay, how was your relationship with your grandma as at that time?
Yeah, we are good. Actually, she was really my grandmother. She was actually she's late now. She was actually my dad's elder sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She lost her own children and her husband, so she had to come back to stay with her mother. So my grandmother, that's my father's mother, was still alive. So, but she was the one that was actually strong because the other one was already aged, So the actual grandmother was already aged. So she was like we took her like our own grandmother. So I grew up with her, She taught me a lot of values and.
I like the word value. What were some of the greatest lessons you learned from her that you never forget?
Well, to show respect, show respect to your elders, This is one thing that people who grew up in the city don't have. Most of them don't have that.
Okay.
So and how to greet your elders when you see them.
Oh yeah.
Though we're not like the Yorubas that we prostrate,
greet,
no.
lie down,
But at least
yeah.
there's this cut, when you
when
have
you
to
see
show,
an elder.
yeah, how you have to, yeah, and also that learning how to farm, how to do certain things.
Okay.
There's certain, some of our local dishes that very peculiar to the part of Igbo land that I come from.
Okay.
I thought she taught me all that, how to prepare them, like what we call this, what do you call it, African salad. Yeah, the abacha.
Abacha.
That's my favorite, still my favorite.
Wow.
And it was her favorite, and that's in my place where I come from. That is like if you have a visitor, that's the first thing, like the delicacy you present to a visitor. Abacha.
What drink goes with it? Palm wine.
Palm wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm knowing a little bit.
Palm wine. Yeah.
Interesting.
Palm wine. So you do it, but the way we do it is not this. We don't use. There's a way they do it here.
Okay.
It's
different.
Yeah, the way different people. Depending on where you're coming from. People from Anambra, Anambra State, those areas. There's a way they prepare theirs. It's different from the way we prepare, but it's the same abacha. But it's the same abacha, but just that the process is different. Yeah.
Every other culture, they have theirs.
Yeah, but generally it's the same
So
thing.
what makes the difference in your own case?
The difference with my own is that, we don't use the longer, there's this one that looks like...
the black thing?
No.
Okay.
The cassava thing?
Yes.
The
flakes.
The way they cut it is longish, straight,
but
like...
yours is small.
But the way we cut ours is like square. Yeah, square shaped and all that.
I've not seen that too.
It's there. They have it here. Okay. They still have it.
Wow.
So that's the one we use from our own part.
Wonderful.
But other neighboring towns, use the other one. Yes.
Fantastic. Tell us how music started for you, because we know you as that incredible actress. We love you because your delivery is top notch.
Really?
Yes, that's why you're on the show.
Oh my God. I'm blushing right now.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I've always, like I always tell people, I've always been singing. I've sang all my life. Right? You know, I love
All
singing.
your life.
I love singing
You
right
were in a
from
group.
yeah,
The
right
Rock
from
Foundation.
yeah, right from my young age. I love to
Okay,
sing. I sing
okay.
all the time. I find myself singing all the time.
Wow.
But I started singing. Professionally. Like
Yeah.
I had a group. We were about I think three ladies and two guys. My husband was part of the group.
Oh, was
It
that
was
when you met him?
no. We had
Okay.
we were already married before
Okay,
we
okay, okay.
So we formed that group. We were called Rock Foundation.
Okay.
From where we were, local church where we were worshiping at that time.
Amazing.
So we used to minister in the church and also in other churches around,
Yes,
local churches
yes.
around, that invites us. Until some of us actually traveled. Some traveled outside the country for, in search of greener pastures. So those of us that remained, some of them are not into music right now.
Okay.
Well, at least one of them I know is into filming. He's a director. He's a movie director right now, and he acts sometimes too. But for me, I remained in that line. I decided to, go because I believe that's the area God has called me.
you.
But initially I didn't really, recognize that. I know I love to sing and all that, but as a ministry, taking it as a ministry, it took quite a long time. I joined my local church, the choir. I've always been in the choir. The different churches that I've attended, local churches that I've attended, and at different points I've been in the praise team. I've been like assistant music person in the church, and until I realized that sometimes when I finish, doing the praise and worship thing, the way people react to it, I'm like, what did I do different from what other people are doing? So I find people coming to give me the testimonies. Like one particular testimony that really shook me was one guy who told me after I finished singing, he met me outside and I was like, honestly, I'm alive. Thank God for you. Thank God that I came to church today. That, he told me.
You ministered to him.
Yeah. He told me that, you so ministered to me that he thought he was going to die that day. That he was so sick in the house. He wanted to die in the house. But he said, no, he wants to go to church and die.
Oh my God.
He doesn't want to die in the house.
Whoa.
So he found his way to the church on that day. And I was the one ministering. And after the ministration, he said he came alive, that he's so alive now that he was just jumping. I'm like, what did I do differently? So I've had such testimonies over time. And, and I keep wondering, so, and I find people coming to ask me, when are you coming out with an album? When are you coming out with an album? And then I really took it serious. I was just happy doing my thing in the choir, just singing to God, being committed in my local church, doing my thing. I was really not looking at them, making it a ministry. But when I started getting such, reactions from people, I began to pray and I told God, I said, if really you want me to get into this, you have to make a way, you have to show me. So before I knew it, one pastor called me one day and said, they invited me to a church to come and sing. It was a night vigil. And I was there. I just prayed. I said, God, okay. I went and I sang. And the reaction I got was like, each time I minister, I'm like, it became more obvious to me, more glaring, more clear to me that this might just be where God wants you to be. Yeah. So I still prayed about it. And then I couldn't write songs. I couldn't sing songs. People were giving me their songs to sing. No, you can sing, the right song and give me. You can.
And you compose it yourself?
Don't wait for me. Don't wait. Just take it. But I said, no, I should be able to write my own song. I don't want to be singing. Not that it's wrong to sing other people's song. But I want to be able to sing my own song. So
you can relate with the song.
So, but I couldn't. I would take a pen and paper and I would sit down waiting for the lyrics,
inspiration.
And it never came. But until one day I was discussing with some people and they said they are different. They made me to understand there are different ways that God can give you songs. That it can come through dreams, it can come through, the lyric can come, the melody,
through your life
through whatever. You can you find yourself singing. You know, said sometimes you find yourself singing something.
Yes.
At the end of 1 hour, 2 hours, you don't remember.
Yeah.
So once that happens, you can get a record, make your phone. And I said, that means God has been giving me songs all my life. I never took note of it. You know, because I realized that I always find myself singing something, humming something the whole day, but the next day I won't even remember whether the song started from A or B.
Wow.
And that's the end of that one. So and I said, really? Oh, and I've been wasting my time all this while with pen and paper. So that was the turning point.
Lovely,
And
lovely.
Right from then, each time I get a song like that, I can come with just the chorus or whatever. I'll just record it, and then and that's how I started building up I started getting songs. Yes,
skills.
Yeah, I started getting songs, and that's how all my songs have come.
And music took you out of the country. It exposed you to even other countries, and you even had to collaborate with other guys in Ghana and all that. Wonderful.
Yes, I have done. I did a collabo with a Ghanaian legend. You call him one of their high life. Well, he does gospel too. Legend, Biba Sly Collins. He featured me first in one of his songs. That was the year before. That was 2000 and I think early 2016, I think. And then I had to feature him in one of my songs, Nime Jehovah.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
And he did justice to the song. The song
yeah,
is beautiful.
he's a pro.
What's the meaning of that song? I was going to ask you because I don't speak Igbo.
Nime Jehovah. Yeah. Nime Jehovah simply means it's like I run into Jehovah. I run into Jehovah, I run into God, It's our hiding place. God is our sacred place. Chimnonso. Chimnonso means my God is near. It's like God holds you in the palm of his hands. Wow, if you check the video of the song, it's a lyric video. So you check out the lyrics. It's simply saying, do not be afraid, for God is with you. It's like I took that inspiration from my experience. That song came to me at a point where
you were about giving up.
Yeah, it was like so many things were just going wrong, and it was like a total gang up. People were ganging up against me for no just reason. I felt so alone. Like what have I done wrong? And it just came, and God, that song came to reassure me that no matter what you're going through, He's with you. It doesn't matter where they have gathered. It doesn't matter who has gathered. The Bible makes us to understand that even though they gather, because the gathering is not of God, they will surely scatter. Yes, so that's actually where that's how the song came. So do not be afraid, because God holds you. He's close to you. He holds you in the palm of his hands.
And another song that I really love is that Can't Hold Back.
Yeah, Can't Hold Back is also, most of my songs are born out of my own experience. My experiences in life, what I've gone through, and what God has done for me. Some of them are songs of worship, songs of thanksgiving to God. Can't hold back. Simply, it's like saying can't hold back the tears. Okay. But in this case, it's not tears of sorrow.
Okay, tears of joy.
I don't know if you have been in a situation whereby you experience certain things, or God did some things for you, mind-blowing things that you just cry. You just shed tears.
You don't even know how to say thank you.
You're just overwhelmed. Yes, so that's how it came. So that's tears of joy, not tears of sorrow. It's actually my story, kind of, because after I had my son, my son, I had to wait for 10 good years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I had to wait for 10 good years for the fruit of the womb.
Wow.
And did everything. People gave up on me. The world gave up on me.
Well, one thing, to me, I feel that's like an advantage, because it wasn't a baby girl you had, it was a son. And from where you're coming from, like I was telling you, from where you're coming from, you have this situation. Once you are a lady from the eastern part, and you're married to somebody from the eastern part, and you don't give birth to a male child, that's an issue on its own.
Yeah,
so having a male child, for me, I'm like, okay, I have a boy for you guys now.
Well, that's not for me. That's not it anyway. Because a child is a child, whether boy or girl. God is one that gives,
Yes,
And because how do you explain? Even if I know what you're saying is very, very correct.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people believe that, and the reason why they think that way, or the reason that is because, the ladies they get married, and they move out of their father's compound
bear a different name.
and bear a different name, and now they want somebody. The male are the one who stay to continue their father's lineage.
Yes.
And if there's no male, it's like that compound is
over.
That lineage is over.
Yeah.
And nobody stays in that. Nobody builds a house in that. So, except the daughters, they visit and they come and definitely they will not live there because they have to be in their own husband. So I think that's the reason why they think that way. But for me, as a believer and as a Christian, I know that God is the one that gives, whether he gives you a boy or girl, he knows why he is giving you those children.
How supportive was your husband during those trying times?
Oh, he was very supportive because we were going through it together. So
because some people will say,
he will always encourage me and tell me God's time is the best, But sometimes you that you're wearing a shoe, you know where it's pinching you, and sometimes it can be, some people will tell me, what about people who don't have at all? Have they killed themselves?
Exactly.
But you already have one. So why do you want to kill yourself? But you see, sometimes when you're going through such a thing, it's not easy for you to really reason properly because you're like, okay, you look at some people who just got married. Though life is not a competition.
No, it's not.
We are not in competition with anybody, but that's the way sometimes you feel and you reason. When you are going through such things. But I was come to realize, believe that God's time is usually the best time. Sometimes the delay might be for one reason or the other. Never can. Some are man-made, like some people. But I know that whether man-made or whatever, when God says it's time, nothing stops. Nothing will stop it. So I believe that sometimes God allows you to go through certain, trials, probably to learn a lesson.
And so you can help others as well.
Maybe God is teaching you how to persevere, or how to be patient. You understand? You never can tell. So there's always a lesson or a message in your trial. It's always for a reason. So you need to find out the reason. Sometimes we don't really get to that point because our mind, is not conditioned. Yeah, it's not conditioned in that manner to be thinking, what is the reason why I'm going through this? The person will be asking God, why am I going through all this? But I always know from experience, I've come to realize that there's always a reason.
Awesome. I talked about your voice because we have a whole lot of actresses that come up to say they sing, but at the end of the day, they are somewhere, we don't know where they are right now. I don't want to call names and I don't want to break some tables, but you have listened to your songs and they are wonderful. Can you just do something? Let's have a feel of this amazing voice.
Which of the songs do you want me to sing?
Anyone. Maybe that Can't Hold Back.
Okay, let me just do the chorus of the
Yes, please.
I cannot hold back the tears. I cannot hold back the tears. I cannot hold back the tears in my eyes. I cannot hold back the tears. I cannot hold back the tears. I cannot hold back the tears in my eyes. But you give me joy in my heart. You give me joy in my heart. You give me joy in my heart. You made me whole.
Awesome! Whoa, I love it. You guys, if you're not listening.
Back the tears. I cannot hold back the tears. I cannot hold back the tears
in my eyes.
Oh my goodness, this is
I hope I did
amazing.
justice to
She did
Oh my
incredibly wow, this is
Thank
wonderful.
you.
Wonderful, wonderful. When it
Uh-huh.
comes to training your voice, what do you take?
We don't really take anything. I just there are
You've not
certain
had
things
issues where you
I've had.
lose your voice?
Definitely, I have
Okay,
so many
okay,
times.
okay.
You know, yeah. When I strain it a lot, you know, it gets cracked. But what I do most of the time, I stay away from cold drinks. I don't do cold
Yeah, I see
drinks.
how to keep
Anything
plain
cold.
water,
Yes,
just room
that's what
temperature.
room temperature.
Beautiful.
I do warm tea a lot. I'm a tea person. I do a lot of hot things. You know,
Yeah.
I do ginger sometimes, and also what's it called? Honey. Honey is also good. Yeah.
That's
So
beautiful.
I don't
So you
nothing
guys just got
special.
free tips
Nothing
on how to
special.
protect your
Some people
vocal
say they
cords.
drink raw egg. I can't do that.
I can't do that
So
either. Yeah.
so but I just stick to
Yes,
these things,
okay.
and the
And
most
it works
important
for
thing,
you.
most important is to rest. You know, when you're stressed, it affects the voice sometimes.
So
For some
just
people,
take time out
yeah,
and
rest so that the voice too can rest.
Okay, I want us to introduce the topic. We'll be going on a break shortly, but I want us to talk about the topic. How can people really balance their career with their relationship? Because you're one person who has seen it all, especially in the entertainment industry, that we feel it's so difficult for people to stay put, especially when you're married and you are still, you know, going on with your career. How have you been able to put that together?
Wow. Okay, let me start by saying that when you talk about balancing your career with your relationship or your love life, it's not easy.
Okay.
Not easy. It doesn't come easy. But these are two things that are very essential, very important in our lives.
Your career and
in our
also your
lives.
family.
Yeah, that's what makes life. You know, career, your work,
Yes.
your love life, relationship.
Yes, please.
So they're very important, and these two things also they require a lot of hard work and commitment too for it to work.
Okay.
You know, your job requires hard work.
Of course.
It requires commitment.
Yeah.
Your relationship also
You need to
requires-
sacrifice.
Yeah, there's a lot of sacrifice. So talking about that, that's why in the first place, for those who are not yet, you need to get it right from the beginning. What I mean getting it right from the beginning, before you get into that marriage,
Be sure.
be sure that this person is the right person. You heard from God. For me as a Christian, I like to use the hearing from God, very important. You know, you might ask me, how does God speak? God speaks in so many ways.
Yeah.
God can speak to you through the man's behavior, through the lady's behavior, her attitude. Those small things that happen, you
not
just
ignore.
you just overlook them, and you think it's nothing. Pay attention.
Those are red
These
flags.
they are red flags that eventually will manifest.
Very well.
You know. So I will tell you, make sure you hear from God. You know, before you get in. A lot of people get married for the wrong reasons. They get into a relationship for the wrong reasons. And that's where these things also lead to problems.
Okay.
You know, we are coming to managing your career. That's what leads to it.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you don't get it right from the beginning, that means you're already on your way to failure.
Wow.
That's number one. If you're already in it, in a relationship or a marriage as you call it, and you have two people, let's assume you have two people, the couple, they're both career people,
Yes, please.
busy, you know, with their different, how do they now, you know, work out their love life? You know, it takes a lot. And I would say, one, you need to create time for yourselves.
Okay.
Even out of your busy, no matter how busy schedule, no matter how busy you are, you need to create time. Because it is human being they create time, not create time doesn't create itself. It's you that will create the time. Do you understand?
Work it out.
You work it out any which way. You know, even I know of a lot of, even for those who are people who are heads of you know business conglomerates, you know, and all that. They still create time, family time.
Okay.
You know, it might not be like it should. But at least there's an understanding. There's a time. Yeah, they create time, maybe family time or holiday. They plan a holiday where, okay, work.
Just hold for now.
That is where that's where the setting boundaries, you know, come to. Okay, there's a time for this. There's time for this. Okay, every year we'll go on holiday to Calabar, whatever, or to US or to wherever where you can take you.
Yes,
you know, just create that time and let it be between decision that you and your spouse, you know, arrive and stick to it. So there's an understanding already.
Okay. Nobody gets upset. Okay, except you now deviate
because
from it.
you as an actor and he is an actor as well. To me, I'm like, sometimes you're in a different location. He's in a different location,
and the
you
children
don't get exactly.
If you have kids, your kids are out there, so it's not easy. For me, let me use my own case for an example. It wasn't easy, but I'm lucky in the sense that while my children, they are big girls now, big boy, while they were growing up, I'm lucky to have my mom, my
she
mother.
has had other kids now after 10 years.
Yes,
God did it. Okay?
yes.
God did it.
So yes, to the glory of God.
Awesome.
So I had a nanny and somebody who
look after them.
Yeah, a lady who was living with me to look after them. But even at that, it's not really enough, because the kind of upbringing that you would love to give to your children,
the nanny won't instill that.
Yeah, I won't instill that. Yeah. She will give her own the way she knows best.
Up.
Yeah,
exactly.
So and that's why sometimes you find the kids behaving in certain kind of manner. So for me, it wasn't easy, but I was lucky that I had my mom.
Okay.
Who understand, who's my own person.
Shout out to mommy.
Yeah. So whenever I'm like traveling out to maybe location, I'm gonna stay like 2 weeks or thereabout. My mom comes in to keep an eye, and wherever I am, my heart is at peace, at ease.
It's your mom.
Yeah, it's my mom. So I mean, it's just like me being there. So I'm lucky, but some other people they might not be that lucky. Yeah. So what do you do? So everything needs to be worked. You need to really plan yourself. Some, like you said, the husband might be here and the wife is there elsewhere, and the children are there left alone. So for me, it came to a point where I had to take a drastic decision.
You did.
A drastic decision that cost me some years of my career.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that, but that's basically why I left the movie. I stopped. Not that I left, but I wasn't like active anymore. Because I had to. A lot of things I was seeing
coming, and you're just saying no. It's family time.
I just said no. I just took a break. To keep put an eye on my kids. Wow. And you waited for 10 years for children to come and you come and joke with them.
No way.
So I said, acting.
Don't forgive yourself.
I said, acting. Wait for me there. I'm coming.
You're always going to be there. Acting does not fade.
Even in your old age, you can still act. You can act grandma or even auntie, whatever it is. For these children, if you miss it at that point, I mean, you will never forgive yourself. So that was what I told myself. I said, I don't care. So I had to sacrifice. Wow. So relationships all about sacrifice.
I love that.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices for things to work.
Okay.
Not because it's okay for you, but you just have to. Somebody has to.
Something has got to give.
Yes.
For
somebody has to give to work.
Okay. Another thing is you have situations whereby this man say, "Don't worry. I know you're an actress or you're a banker or you're a medical doctor. I love your job." But immediately you answer Mrs. They tell you, "Lady, please be my wife, stay at home," and they're not kids. This is actually one situation we tackled on my other show, and the lady was like, "We just got married within 3 months. He's telling me to leave," and she's even, I think she's a director at the bank then when that happened, and it was a whole lot of issue. It even led to domestic violence because he felt she was not submissive. In that case, what do you do? Now
I would ask a question before you get married.
He said he's supporting you all the way.
Well, that's a breach.
Pretend.
That's a breach of contract.
Exactly.
If I may put it that way. But sometimes it happens. Like what you're saying, it does happen. They just want to get you, and then a lot of men they feel insecure, and they feel if I let her do this, she might be bigger than me,
but she has always been bigger than you.
Or probably maybe they're just scared of one thing or the other. Okay. But in that I will advise that if you find yourself in that kind of situation, of course you don't just give up immediately. You have to try every avenue to make sure that you come to terms. Maybe call a meeting, look for somebody with the family. If talking to him is not working, so and it's not something you do by gra-gra. or by fight,
Okay, so you just
So you
calm
have to calm
down.
down, because two wrongs can make a
Right,
so
yeah.
when somebody is blowing hot, you blow
Just
cool
calm
so that you
down.
can calm down. So if after talking to him or her, as the case may be, and it's not yielding any result, I think the best thing is call a family meeting. Yeah, even though we said what God has joined together, let
Let
no
no
man
man
put.
put
But in this
asunder.
case now, you
Third
need,
party has to come in.
yeah, you need somebody probably that he listens to.
That can make
It might be the
impact.
mother or the father or
Yeah.
friend or a mentor,
Mentor.
or even your pastor or whatever, whoever,
Okay, okay.
could come in and then have a meeting. And I'm sure, and you pray about it. You have to also pray and ask God to intervene, because there's nothing God cannot do.
Okay.
What God cannot do does not exist. I'm
Exist.
sure you've heard about
Yes,
that.
please. It's trending right now.
So that I believe that too.
I do.
If you really steadfast and you trust God, and you have faith in God,
Yeah.
and really go on your knees and tell God, this is what I
I
want.
want.
This cannot be this, and you are doing it for the right reason, not for
Yes.
another reason.
Yes,
Because God will
please.
not answer you
Yes, please.
if you have an ulterior motive for doing that.
Yeah.
You understand? And maybe if the man has seen something and
He's
he's
not
saying,
comfortable.
so these are the things you never can tell.
Some kind of check and balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you need to come to terms, or come to a point where you can
Agreement,
have
yeah.
agreement. And there's no way you're calling any of these people to talk. A reasonable man will listen. And I'm very sure by the grace of God that they will certainly come to an agreement on how to go about things without breaking up.
Okay, that's a good one. And on that note, let's quickly take a break, and when we return, the show continues. It's Achiever's Diary. Don't go nowhere.
Fellow, aka Shegot Caller, all the way from London. What is achievement? Achievement is something you really look forward to. You work hard, put your heart into it, and you get the dividends of it. And shout out to my personal person, Neetah. Watch her show Achiever's Diary on Biscom TV. Stay blessed.
What is achievement to me? Achievement means setting a goal that seems to be difficult, but at the end of the day, you succeed in achieving that goal, which is an excellent and exciting thing. Then you achieve something good. And I am Alexandra, CEO Freda's Glow. I'm into skincare, and keep watching Achiever's Diary with Neetah, aka our Nigerian opera. Mwah!
Cannot hold back the tears. I cannot hold back the tears. I cannot hold back the tears in my eyes. I cannot hold back the tears. I cannot hold back the tears. I cannot hold back the tears in
back. You're sitting to Achiever's Diary. We had a wonderful, wonderful time with this amazing woman who is an incredible personality. I never stop saying that. You guys, I watched her when I was a young girl, watching her movies with her husband, Orji. And I can't even believe I had the opportunity to meet her, and today she is on our show. Wonderful.
Really?
Ngozi Orji,
I'm
guys.
honored.
It means a lot. Sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, oh my goodness. Then when I used to think I would become a medical doctor, I never
really?
knew I was going to.
So how did you end up?
That's story for another day.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we're talking how to balance one's relationship with your career,
Yeah.
and she has dissected that really, really nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Create time, set
Yes,
boundaries,
please.
and take decisions together.
Take decisions together.
Yeah,
Don't
it
make
helps.
decisions alone.
Yeah, don't make decisions alone. You know,
Okay.
respect.
Okay, everybody's decision.
Yeah, you know, respect, and then don't be too angry. Sometimes they say don't sleep. You know,
Yeah, when
don't
you're
go to
angry,
bed
with anger.
with anger.
Yeah.
Make sure you settle your issues before.
Differences,
But sometimes
okay.
it doesn't work like that. A lot of people, they just face this side, and the other one is facing the other
They
side.
put a pillow.
And they put a pillow.
Or the other one goes to the guest room.
You know, but
But at the end of the day, you guys should settle.
yeah, they should settle. That's the bottom
Yeah,
line.
you
Yeah,
settle. There should be
that's-
no bridge or any gap.
And you know, communication is
Communication.
very key.
Very key.
Because when you don't
Very
communicate,
key.
when there's no communication in any relationship,
It affects.
you leave room for a lot of assumptions.
Yes,
you know,
please.
people begin to assume,
Wait,
oh, it's
is
like
it
this.
cheating? No, is
Is it like this?
Yeah.
You begin to assume, and because you're not saying
Start
anything, I'm not saying
creating
anything.
imaginary
Yeah,
stories
things
in
are
your
not
head.
there. You begin,
Yeah.
and the devil will just come in and begin to put funny ideas into your head, and before you know it, it's-
there's no more love.
yeah, there's no more love
affection,
when there
there's
is
no
really
more
nothing.
connection.
Yeah. And that's how the love dies.
Start
you know.
living like
yeah.
flatmates.
And again, apart from that, there are a lot of people are married to their work.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
Well, there's this
They
time
bring the work to the house.
they are married.
I understand.
There are a lot of people who are pure career people.
Yes, please.
You understand? And they don't
can't
think
balance it.
they don't think about anything if not their career.
work.
So they are getting married, but it can be both sides. They're getting married, well, to fulfill all righteousness because I'm of age.
Yeah, let me just get married.
Let me just get
My friends are
married, you know.
My
And they're
friends are
making the
disturbing
money.
me. They want
So
grandchildren.
yeah, so and in some women probably they are in a position to make, they are making more money than their husband.
Yeah.
You know, so they just, and they're married, so they don't really care what happens, you know, whether
it works or it doesn't work.
because they have the money, they feel they have the money, they can take themselves anywhere, they can even buy another husband, marry two, three
They
husbands.
can buy the husband.
Buy the husband, say,
These
if you
days,
like.
are you kidding
know,
me?
so,
There's nothing you cannot buy.
you know, but that's not, you know, it can be a big problem.
Yes, please.
If you are that kind of person, because there's no way your love life will be balanced.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
you have to be able to you know, think about the other person. You know, the best way to look at it is put the other person first.
Okay.
When you put your spouse or your your spouse first, or
Yes,
your partner first, in whatever you think about the person first, in whatever you do, it helps a lot.
Okay.
Don't be thinking about you. Think we.
Let's,
You know,
okay, it's
you
all
understand?
It's a collective thing.
Yes.
Everybody should be involved. Fantastic.
And then and when I talked about okay, let me just finish this. If sometimes the woman might be the one making more money than the man.
Yes, please.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong, and
not
both
a bad thing.
it's not a bad thing. And if both parties make a lot of money, it's still okay. There's not. It helps the family in taking care of things, taking care of
Very
the
well.
kids, where the
Very
children are there and all that. But when it becomes a problem is when one party begins to use it as a
Against
tool
the
against the
other.
other person. You know, maybe
you're no
giving
good,
okay
I'm
because
the one
I'm
paying
earning
the
more, I'm the one
bills.
paying the bills. So
Yeah.
you find people saying things like, after I'm the one paying the bills, after I'm the one feeding you, you're not doing nothing. You know, well, how much is your this thing
Your
paying your
salary.
salary and all that? It's not good, because you see sometimes when people say you killed somebody, it's not just when
Just mouth.
you take a
There's
knife
life
and
and
stab.
death in it.
This what you know. There's power in the words
Yes,
of the tongue,
please.
you know, so
Yes,
it can make or your kill,
break.
yeah. So we have to be very careful how we, you know, treat our partners. And if you even if you are the one making more money, nobody should know. There's a way
like
to balance,
that.
you know. Nobody should know that you are the one making, if you are a woman, because some women, they will not let people know I'm the one.
I'm the
You know,
one.
you
He's
know,
a nobody.
You know, they don't
Yeah.
waste time telling you, no, be me, they do all this. But it doesn't have to be. People shouldn't even know. You know, people, even if your husband is not doing nothing, let people feel that
You
they
agreed to
shouldn't.
marry him.
Yeah, I mean, find a way of striking a balance, so that both do not suffer.
Absolutely. Wonderful. You've been an incredible personality on the show today. We really appreciate you.
Thank
Tell us
you.
about your forthcoming projects, what you're working on, what people should be looking out for.
Okay, as you know, I released a 10-track album
Yes,
2 years
you
ago,
did.
titled Awesome Grace.
Awesome Grace.
Yes, so
Your
I
son
featured,
produced your
yes,
song?
yeah, my song Chinonso was produced by my son, and I Can't Hold Back, also produced by Lionel Orji.
Wonderful.
He's a great producer, very talented young man.
I interviewed him some years back. You guys.
Yeah, he's into gospel music too right now. So, and
Wonderful.
God is using him mightily. My daughter sings too. She's also a
Oh my
minister.
God, it runs in the family.
Oh, yeah, he does. He does.
my
She's a
goodness.
minister. She has her own
Wow.
ministry. So I have this, apart from that, early this year, on my birthday, 6th of June, I released a new single
Yes, you did.
titled Sing Unto the Lord. It's produced by Wale Oni. It's a song of praise to God, song of thanksgiving to God
How
for.
will you describe that relationship with Wale Oni? You've been working with your son. This time around, you're working with a different producer. How will you describe the relationship while working?
Okay, yeah,
on the
no.
song?
So Wale Oni is, of course, he's a maestro. He is a legend
Yes, he
in his own
is.
right. So every producer, they're different producers depending on the song, the kind of song you wanna, you wanna put out.
Yes,
There are
it
different
is.
people that can handle it. So when you have certain songs, you look, you think, okay, who can handle this? Who can handle this song? And it will come out well.
please.
So when I thought about that song, Wale Oni came to mind, and he did justice. I think he did justice to the song.
Wonderful,
I've worked with other producers like Chris Okoro and the rest of them. I've also worked with producers from Ghana and all that. So it's not just, but he is, Wale Oni is good. Let me not too much of, but he's good. We all know, and he's a very down to earth person.
Wonderful.
No stress. He actually, in fact, I'm so overwhelmed by his humility.
I like that.
I featured him in I have this program I do every year.
Okay.
It's a gospel music concert.
Wow.
God gave me that vision 2 years ago.
So you're doing another one this year?
Yeah, I was supposed to do another one, and another. It's usually in May during Easter period, but because of the pandemic, we couldn't do this year's on. So we're shifting it to next year. But I'm also trying. We're working on doing a visual music concert sometime late November. Before
We look forward to
this-
that. We look
Yeah.
forward to that. Please call us so we can
Definitely,
show you some
definitely,
love.
definitely.
Fantastic. What advice do you have for the youths?
Wow. As we know, the youths are the leaders of tomorrow.
Today, they've changed it.
Okay.
It's today.
Okay, yeah. They are the leaders of
Of
today,
today.
and even tomorrow. They start from today, yes. So, I would say, anytime I'm asked that question, what I would actually I would say is, believe in yourself.
Okay.
You can't give what you don't have.
Absolutely.
You have to have something to be able to give it out.
Please.
So you can't give what you don't have. So you need to believe in yourself that you are able, you can do this. So I always tell people, believe in yourself, believe in your dream, keep your dream alive,
Oh my
dream
God.
big.
Oh my God.
Don't dream small, dream big, and pray to God. God will bring it to pass.
Wow.
And another thing I would say, trust God alone. Do not trust any man. Don't trust anybody. They will disappoint you.
They will disappoint
They will fail you. It's only God that will not disappoint you. Only God will not disappoint you. So put your trust in God alone. And He's the only one that will see you through. So don't give up on yourself, and do not compromise yourself.
Do not compromise.
Don't sell your soul to the devil.
I like that.
Don't sell your birthright to the enemy.
Don't be carried away.
Don't be carried away by material things. Believe in yourself. Follow your dream. Work towards it. Trust in God. And I know that God will bring everything to pass.
Wonderful. Okay, let's quickly
So
rush
keep the dream
through.
alive.
Yeah, that's actually my quote. That's even my parting quote on the show.
Really?
I say that for years now.
Wow,
Yes.
wow.
Yes. So we have that in common. Okay.
Wow.
Keep your dreams alive.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. Okay, I want to run through the feedback. We're just gonna pick the ones that have questions. We appreciate everybody for sending their thoughts, and they're just loving you.
Thank you.
Most of the people on the platform, they're just loving you.
Wow, thank
Yes,
you.
please. Flora from Abuja says, Ngozi Orji and her husband made my childhood so fun. Keep up the great work, our African opera. Thank you.
Wow.
Your show is very enlightening. I appreciate that. Please, Ma, advise people who are depressed with social media. My friend's sister is feeling like a failure because of what her friends in the movie industry have achieved on social media.
Wow.
On social media.
Social media.
Celebrities on social
Social
media.
media. Well, my advice to you is don't believe everything you see on social media.
I like that.
There's a lot of fake things
Yes,
flying around on social
yes,
media.
please.
I'm not saying that you don't have the real ones. Yes, I'm real for one.
Oh, of course she is.
I don't know about you.
So we have her on
So,
the show.
but don't be deceived by what you see, and don't let that affect you.
Yes.
You know, just whatever you are doing, just keep at it. Even if it's not working now, or it seems like it's not working, just keep at it.
Learn the
Keep
lessons.
doing it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. One day is gone. God will make a way. Do you understand? Keep doing what you're doing. I always tell people, keep doing what you're doing. It might seem like it's not working,
It's not working.
but one day it will
Somebody
click.
is watching.
Someone is watching you. Somewhere, somebody
Exactly.
somewhere is watching.
Watching.
You know, the money might not be there, the fame might not be there, but keep doing it. It just takes one singular thing that you will do.
Yes, please.
God will just take it and
And it's
catapult you, and you overtake those that you
Yes.
think have made it.
They've arrived.
Yes. So
Exactly.
that's my advice to you. Don't let anything bring you down
Wonderful.
or weigh you down.
Wonderful.
You know, and don't believe everything you see on
On
social media. That's it.
Thank you, ma'am. That has been done nicely. Thank you. We have Tina. Tina is reaching out to us from Canada. She's one person that reached out from time to time, though.
Wow.
She says, Neetah, well done, Queen. Your guest is so beautiful. What's her beauty secret?
Wow.
Yes. And what advice does she have for people in abusive homes? I was called a failure because my marriage didn't last a year. I ran out from my toxic husband without a dime, with my mouth filled with blood, bruises all over my body.
Wow.
Her marriage did not last a year.
Wow. It didn't last a year.
Yeah.
That's terrible. You know, like I was saying before, earlier on, I said earlier on that you need to be sure why you're getting married. I'm not saying,
She made a mistake.
she made a mistake. But, there are little signs that you see
And
when
you
you
ignore.
that you ignore, and they eventually manifest when you're right there. So, it might be your case, it might not be your case.
Yeah.
But the truth is, you're already in it, and this is what is happening. The only thing I can tell you, my sister, is I can't tell you to leave your home,
Okay.
to leave your marriage. Nobody in his right or her right senses
Yes,
will tell anybody
please.
leave your marriage.
Yes, please.
There must be a way of working things out.
Out.
If he's not listening or she's not listening, there's
But
not be
what
somebody.
if one's life is at stake?
Now, when your life is at stake, my sister,
Put your shoes on your head and run.
carry your shoe. I won't tell you to stay,
Okay.
because the only somebody that is alive that will be
They'll be able
alive
to tell the
the
story. Exactly.
If you are dead, who will tell us the story?
He can come up with anything.
So I can't tell you, but when it becomes a life and
Then,
living life
yes,
situation,
please.
please
Take
find
a
your
walk.
level.
Yes, please.
Please. Oh.
To your heels, okay? Never settle in an abusive relationship.
No. I don't.
Yes.
For me, I don't encourage that.
Nice.
No.
Really nice.
It's a no-go.
It's a
for me.
no, okay?
No for me.
We
yeah.
say no to domestic
Yeah,
violence.
I say no. I say no to
I
that.
mean, yeah. Love is not something you say, I love you, and you want to hit the person.
No.
How do you put
And
the two
funny
together?
enough, some of them, after beating the woman or
They go buy flowers.
they go and buy
car.
gift, buy car, very expensive, then come and beg
Treat
and
the
cry.
woman right.
They even cry. And kneel down and cry. No.
It's the devil.
That's the devil.
And the devil is going to say, where did I meet you?
Oh my
to,
God.
do all that.
Please,
So please.
please. So many have lost their lives.
Yes, please.
Doing that.
Treat the woman right, treat the man right,
yes.
because we even have women who are even more abusive
it's
than
both
the
ways.
men.
It's both ways.
So we're balancing it, okay?
So my own is, I won't advise you to leave your home, but when it has to do with,
your
your
life
is being threatened, please,
Awesome. And it is time for the quick question. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, it's your boy S to the MIC. I want to talk about Achiever's Diary. It's on Biscon TV. Hope you agree. Saturdays and Mondays, 8:30 p.m. Neetah, Nigerian opera, yeah. Hope you're watching Achiever's Diary. Stay tuned on Biscon TV. Hope you're watching Achiever's Diary. Better tune in on Biscon TV. Yeah, with your girl Neetah. So fine, so fresh from the head to the toe. You should know. Hope you're watching Achiever's Diary. Check it out on Biscon TV. Yeah, talking about the Nigerian opera. Yeah, I think you should know her. She's so fine from the head to the toe, and she got the kind of lyrics and the flow make you know, say, the matter is the heat up. Everybody coming up, man, we flex up. Better know, not a door at all. See with the ball, Achiever's Diary. I hope you're watching Achiever's Diary. Tune in on Biscon TV. Tune in, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? Yeah. Hope you're watching Achiever's Diary on Biscon TV. Don't need, just go check it out quickly and join me. Trust me, you won't regret after seeing enjoyment to the fullest. SDMIC, shit.
Chimje monole na rekele mo na roti tomo onye na chowale chimje monole na rekele mo na rangoze mo wendiru waramburu kwagine chemo kwagina samo wendiru waramburu
Welcome back. You're still tuned to Achiever's Diary, and this is the quick question segment where we get to have her pick 5 different questions here. Yeah, we would just want to have more information about this incredible woman, Ngozi Orji. It's a quick question, so you answer in quick succession.
Really?
Yes. So you pick and you give it to me.
Wow.
I'll do the reading.
Okay.
Thank you. 1.
Okay.
2. 3, 4, and 5. You didn't give me stress, so some people, they want to go deep.
I mean,
they want to go deep to get it. Okay, let's do
I can pass though if I don't know the answer.
Yeah, you. Anyways,
I can pass.
Oh my goodness, this is nice. We have a woman, and this is a woman question. It says,
wow.
Do you think the way society view women today is changing?
The words, yeah.
Okay.
I think it has changed drastically.
All right.
Yeah, because in those days, people believe that women
they have no say.
They have no say, and they are meant to be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, they
belong to the kitchen.
They belong to the kitchen, like
And
some people
room.
said. But today, it has changed.
Awesome.
We see women in different, positions, heading different, leaders and all that. So I mean, it has really changed. Women have taken their place. There's this saying that says what a man can do,
A woman
man
can
even
do
does it
better.
better right now. So
Lovely. What's your favorite motivational quote?
do your best and leave the rest to God.
Do your best. That was way back in school. Okay, nice. All right, the next question says, what's the best way to handle failure? Wow, we talked about it though. What's the best way to handle failure?
Don't remain. If you fail, don't remain down.
Don't remain down.
Get up. If you have
Don't
to crawl,
stay still.
crawl. But keep moving.
Keep
Don't remain there.
We move.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. What's one thing you really want to try but you haven't gotten the guts to do it?
So hard though.
What is one thing?
There's nothing I want to do.
Trying to maybe hike? Have you done hiking before?
Oh yeah, heights.
Okay.
Yeah, hiking. Yes.
So you have phobia for heights?
That one. I don't think. I don't know if I'll ever try that. Yes.
But it will be fun, though.
Yes, I heard it can be fun, but I don't know.
Fun,
or jumping from an airplane.
Oh my goodness, that's scary.
That one's
scary.
Yes, that one.
No, I would try that. Even if they're going to pay me, I would try it. Okay, how do you unwind, and what's your favorite meal?
Oh, I listen to music. I watch movies.
Okay.
Yeah, I listen to good music. I watch movies, and I just.
What kind of movies really thrill you?
Well, I watch Christian movies. Okay. I also love watching the romantic stories. Yes,
okay.
Yeah, and I used to love to watch those Roman epics. Then those days,
okay.
those used to be my those Ben-Hur and Julius Caesar kind of movies. Those used to be my favorite those days. Yeah, yeah, I used to love them. But now, a lot of people say they love action. I'm not so much into action movies. Yeah, but I love stories like family movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, talking about family movies, I'm just thinking we have an actress in the house. Just do a short monologue of your choice. Let's know that yes, she still got it because you just released a new movie you did with your husband, something assassin.
Holy Assassin.
Holy Assassin. Okay, so any monologue of your choice. Your time starts now. I'm excited.
Come, what exactly is wrong with you? Why are you always giving your father stress? Huh? What is wrong with you? Are you mad? Are you crazy?
I'm not crazy. Beautiful. The action is still there. So producers, she's ready.
Oh
You're
my
ready
God.
for the script right now, right?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so bring it on. Bring it on. She has been an incredible guest. I want to say a very big thank you to you with this little package.
Oh my God.
Thanks for coming
really?
on the show.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I wasn't really expecting anything, but thank you. I feel very honored, I'm glad I came. Thank you for
We're so happy you came.
I enjoyed my
time.
I enjoyed my time here. It's been an awesome program. Thank you for what you're doing. God continue to bless you and increase you. And I'm blessed the station.
Amen.
God bless you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wow, amazing. So go grab a copy of her songs. How can people reach out to you on social?
Okay, my social media handle is at Will Ngozi Orji. You can get the links to my song at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Will Ngozi Orji.
Okay.
Even my videos, YouTube, you can watch my videos on YouTube at Will Ngozi Orji.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much. Wish you the very best.
Thank you.
We look forward to celebrating you on a bigger platform soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And love to my mentor, Uncle Zach Orji.
He will hear. He will
send my regards.
He will hear.
Yeah, thank you. It has been a wonderful show. Remember to keep your dreams alive. We've said that back to back on the show today.
Yeah.
And don't let it die until when next you come your way. Stay safe. We love you. Bye for now.